Welcome to Heart Smart Home Cooking. My name is Amanda and this is Christine. We are nutrition managers at the Heart and Stroke Foundation. March is Nutrition Month, and all of this month we are making some delicious heart-healthy recipes from our new Quick and Healthy Recipes the Whole Family Can Enjoy cookbook. Stay tuned a little later to find out how you can get your own copy. Today we are going to make two different types of marinades, and once again we are cooking with canola oil and talking about the importance of family mealtime and cooking at home.
Restaurant food, fast food, prepackaged convenience foods are so common these days, but an eating pattern that relies heavily on these kinds of foods can result in too much saturated fat and sodium, which can increase our risk of developing heart disease and stroke. Store-bought marinades are probably not something that most people would think of as being an unhealthy convenience food, but in fact they usually are very high in sodium and even fat.
That's so true. In fact, when you look at the nutrition difference between a homemade marinade and a store-bought one, you will be quite surprised. The marinades that we are making here today have no sodium in them, yet a store-bought marinade can have up to 15% of your daily intake of sodium, and they can have about double the amount of fat.
So nutritionally, there's a huge benefit to making your own marinades at home. Another myth is that people often think it takes too long and too many steps to make homemade marinades, but that's not always true either.
Actually, these marinades are really easy to make and they take no time at all. Plus, they are very versatile in their use. Chicken, pork, beef, fish, veggies, they all work. So why don't we get started? We are going to make two different types of marinade, a Mediterranean flavor and a herbed citrus flavor. We're going to start with the Mediterranean flavor, and today we are going to marinate some chicken. So I've pre-cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. Christine, can I get you to add those into our sealable bag?
I sure can, and then later all we have to do is marinate the chicken right in the bag and let it sit in the fridge overnight. This is going to let the flavors further develop for tomorrow night's dinner.
That's right. So for our marinade, we are going to be adding 2 tablespoons of a canola oil, 2 tablespoons of a white wine vinegar, 1 clove of minced garlic, some sugar, some oregano, and a pinch of pepper. Now by using these herbs and spices and flavored vinegars, we are adding a lot of flavor without adding any sodium. 85% of Canadians have a sodium intake that's higher than the upper tolerable limit, and that limit is set at 2,300 milligrams, which is equivalent to just 1 teaspoon of salt. That means that the average person should not have more than 1 teaspoon of salt per day, and that includes the salt naturally found in foods, the salt in the convenience foods and the restaurant foods, and salt that you're adding when you're cooking at the table. Many condiments, including marinades, tend to be quite high in sodium. So by adding natural flavors and natural alternatives to our homemade marinade, we're increasing the flavor, but also helping to prevent heart disease and stroke.
After the chicken is sat in the marinade for a while, there are many different options for preparation. You can bake it or stir fry it, add it to a salad, put it in a pita. The options are really endless. So while Amanda gets ready for our next marinade recipe, I'm going to start skewering the marinated chicken to make chicken kebabs. After the kebabs are ready, all you have to do is bake them at 350 degrees until the chicken is cooked through.
Okay, so our next marinade is herbed citrus, and this marinade is full of flavor and, like Christine mentioned, is versatile in its use. Today I have some leftover vegetables from last night's meal, so we are going to use these vegetables with our marinade to make a vegetable stir fry.
Well, it's always so helpful to cut up more vegetables than we need so that you can package some up for tomorrow's snack or meal. Plus, it makes it easier for us to choose vegetables more often. Research shows that people who eat more fruits and vegetables have a decreased risk of developing heart disease and stroke. And when our kids see us eating vegetables, they're more likely to eat them as well.
That's for sure. And the kids can get involved. Older kids can help to chop up the vegetables, and younger kids can help to mix the marinade or wash the vegetables, especially when we're using a sealable bag.
It's so easy to make healthy homemade meals quickly and kid-friendly, and getting kids involved in the meal process has so many benefits. You're passing down essential life skills, gives you an opportunity to discuss the importance of nutrition.
Okay, so let's get started on the actual marinade. We're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of a canola oil, a clove of minced garlic, some fresh chopped up thyme, a pinch of pepper, and then I've already pre-cut an orange, lemon, and lime in half, and we're going to squeeze these into the marinade as well. And now, Christine, can I get you to help me squeeze these into the marinade?
Now, this is a job the kids would love to do.
And it's okay if you get some pulp in there too. Now, after we've squeezed that all in, all we have to do is mix our marinade into our vegetables. If you have some time, you can put your marinade into the fridge and let the flavors really develop for a few hours. But if you don't, then that's okay. You can just go right into the stir-fry pan.
To make these recipes part of a full meal, think of the plate method. A balanced meal should have half your plate as vegetables, a quarter as starches, and a quarter protein. That leaves room for a glass of milk and a piece of fruit for dessert.
Both of these recipes can be prepared on an indoor grill, and we have some indoor grills to give away as part of our Heart Smart home cooking prize package. Kids or families can enter to win this prize by making family mealtime a priority and taking part in our 4-meal challenge. Visit our website or call our office to find out how you can enter to win.
In addition to entering that contest, you can find and download the new Quick and Healthy Recipes the Whole Family Can Enjoy Volume 4, or you can call 1-888-473-4636 to have a copy mailed out to you.
Special thanks to the Manitoba canola growers for helping bring Heart Smart home cooking to viewers across the province.